The first 5 issues of Amazing Spider-Man Volume 7, written by Joe Kelly and primarily drawn by Pepe Larraz, look back. But not to rewrite what has already been seen or to relitigate past stories, but instead to enrich the character of Peter Parker, to add texture to his early life and to delve into his trauma. But it's not, thankfully, a story that is stuck in the past, as all of that storytelling about young Peter informs an engaging tale of an adult Peter finding his feet again. The 5-issue collection is aptly called Get Back Up, and so he's finding a new job with new and familiar people in his life and hunting down a pharmaceutical conspiracy. Issue 1 starts us with the familiar. Peter Parker is down on his luck and he's looking for a job after he took some time to discover himself in the last volume. He finds that job thanks to the intervention of an old friend who is new to the readers, Brian Nering, who is introduced via a very icy speech bubble from Aunt May. There is history there. Brian is a fantastic new addition to the cast, a cast that desperately needs new additions. He brings a dynamic that we haven't really seen before in Friends of Peter's. He's loud and brash, but also 100% on Team Peter, fighting for him even when logic suggests that he really shouldn't. But there's clearly a darker history there, an edge of uncomfortability. This history with Brian is at the heart of the story because as soon as Peter gets his new job, he's pulled into a conspiracy that starts with an attack from the Rhino and leads to our hero drugged. He's flashing back to his pre-Spider-Man days while he tries to make sense of the present, uncovering a mystery that includes an old nemesis and a mostly forgotten villain. And so our story splits into 2. In the present day, presented in full colour, Spider-Man is chasing a mystery villain in search of answers and in search of an antidote. The action here is a step above a usual Spider-Man story, thanks to the dynamic work from Pepe Larraz. His action is clean and engaging, using Spider-Man's skill sets in ways we don't often see, and his villains have a presence and a menace. They feel like a threat. Even in the finale, which is a finale we've seen many times before, a Spider-Man fighting against an undeniable threat against the odds, trying to keep people safe. Even then, Larraz's art lifts the whole things up above the usual. Present day is bold and dynamic, framed like a film. And then, in greys and whites and blues, in Peter's mind and in his past, we explore what he was like in his early teens, the years before that fateful spider bite, and this story comes to life. Anger has always been a central theme to Spider-Man, and Joe Kelly explores how that anger manifests itself in a grief-stricken young Peter. He's acting out, pushing his aunt and uncle away, and spending his time with a group of bad influences, including our newly introduced Brian. Despite being a fresh look at this period of Peter's life, it all feels true to the character. And the dynamics between Peter and Ben, or Peter and May, add shades to characters we've lived with for 60 years. There's no big revelation, no big secret from his past that we uncover, but these flashbacks breathe life and richness into our hero. These looks backward culminate in a beautiful exchange in a bathroom between Aunt May and Peter. It's a scene about young grief and about anger and about a core emotional truth at the heart of Peter Parker, and for this scene alone, this arc is worth it. I don't know Joe Kelly and I don't know his experiences, but the scene written is honest and raw and true. Not comic book characters on a page, but humans talking. And I cried. And look, it should be said that not everything works here. There's a little tonal whiplash, a particularly dark moment filled with death, that seems at odds with how victorious the story plays out. And I could imagine that a certain villain's very specific way of talking, their way of interacting with our hero, might grate for readers, although I personally loved it and look forward to seeing more. But at its core, this arc is an engaging beginning to a new volume, eschewing the big dramatic mystery hook that started Zeb Wells' run and focusing more on the internal life of our hero. It's all masterfully drawn by Pepe Larraz. Has Spider-Man ever looked this good before? And he's supported by beautiful colours from Marte Gracia. And it's all humanly written by Joe Kelly, who is equally engaging writing big mid-battle jokes as he is writing tear-inducing heart-to-hearts in bathrooms. If you're looking for a good place to jump on to modern Spider-Man, this is that place. If you're looking for just a really good Spider-Man story, this is a really good Spider-Man story. It is a beautiful, heartfelt, engaging piece of work that bodes well for the future under Joe Kelly's pen. At the time of writing, the first issue is available on Marvel Unlimited, and the collection, Get Back Up, is going to be available on the 9th of December 2025. Thanks for watching. The aim of this video was to provide a bit more nuance and positivity in the world of Spider-Man reviews on YouTube. If you want to see more of this, please like and comment and subscribe. That tells YouTube that this is something that people want to see, and it tells me that too. You can also get these reviews as well as other videos early on Patreon or by supporting this channel. I release new recap videos every Thursday, as well as some big video essays that are coming down the line. And thanks again for watching, and hopefully see you soon.